We have breaking news. The CFPB has officially banned medical collections from credit reports. This is potentially turning out to be the biggest news of 2025 because there is potentially an estimated $49 billion worth of medical collections on credit reports. And all of that medical debt on credit reports is affecting over 15 million Americans. So please make sure to send this to anyone that you may suspect that has, or you know that has any type of medical collection on their credit report, because I'm gonna break down exactly how to delete it from your credit report moving forward, and potentially some bad news about this that nobody else is talking about, of course. So first step, we wanna get our credit reports from annualcreditreport.com, your Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion credit report for 100% free, because you can get your credit reports once a week for free. Now, you also want to get your credit reports from Clarity, Anovis, and SageStream. We want to eradicate this anywhere and everywhere it is reporting. So you want to look at every single one of these credit reports to see where the medical collection is reporting and attack it there. So you're going to have two different options that you can actually dispute this. Now, I always tell you dispute through snail mail. That means you have to type up a very simple letter and you send it certified mail with a copy of your driver's license and a copy of a utility bill. Now, for a utility bill, it can be your car insurance, your car registration, bank statement, cell phone bill, gas bill, water bill, electric bill. I hope you get the drift here. Now, in your letter, this is exactly what you're going to state. Let's put this up on the screen. Delete these medical collections from my credit report effective immediately, as they are banned by the CFPB and they can no longer report on my credit reports effective immediately. Here is the report from the CFPB. Now, copy and paste all of this link right there into your letter that you're going to type up, or you could just handwrite it, whatever you feel good doing. And then you're going to sign your letter, date it, and you're going to include a copy of your driver's license and a utility bill and send it certified mail with return receipts. And make sure that you get the letter notarized, okay? This is very important because it's going to show proof that it came from directly you and nobody else. Because if you haven't heard this before, every single credit reporting agency right now is sending stall tactic letters saying, oh, it looks like we received a suspicious letter from you. We don't know if it came from you. We need you to prove that this is actually you. Even though you sent in a letter with proof showing that it's you, people are still getting these letters. No matter if you're doing credit repair on your own or you're using a system, whatever you're using, everyone is getting these letters right now. It's ridiculous. So that was option number one, sending it snail mail. Now, option number two is going to be to file a dispute inside of Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. But understand this, if you decide to do this, you need to check the reason that says other and then fill in all this information right there. And then if I were you, I would take a screenshot of the report from the CFPB website and then submit that as your documentation of proof inside of their portal. Now, you can do this for free inside of Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, but understand something. You are waiving your rights to suing them when you dispute inside of their system. I want to be very clear about that because nobody ever tells you that. They're like, yeah, just go inside there and dispute with Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. It's so fast. But if it doesn't work out in your favor, you can't sue them. You have no legal recourse because once you click that little button and you submit the dispute, you agree to their terms and conditions. Last part's the most important. Now, in all honesty, this should be resolved within less than 5 to 7 business days after they receive the letter or after they receive the dispute online. If it does not, then you need to immediately file a dispute with the CFPB. This is what we use the CFPB for. We file a complaint with them, let them know, hey, there's some medical collections right here that they're reporting and they were refusing to delete. And the CFPB will step in and take care of it because guess what? They're the ones that wrote this rule. It's pretty clear. Now, there's two potentially big parts about this entire story that nobody is talking about. Number one is, this does not mean that you do not owe the debt anymore. You are still liable to pay for this debt. So if you have any type of medical collections or you got some major medical debt, there is going to be a link in the video description for a nonprofit organization called $4.org. Now, what they will do is they will see if you qualify for any type of charity care and they charge you 0 out-of-pocket fees. It's no cost. It's 100% free. I'm also going to put a link in there for patient resources resources for other types of resources for anybody that has any type of medical collection that you may have, you have some major debt that you need to pay basically. But going through the process, have $4.org help you and these other resources to try to potentially reduce that entire bill or wipe it all away together. And one of my biggest concerns, in all honesty, is these collection companies now have no leverage whatsoever against consumers. So this can potentially trigger the largest amount of lawsuits we've ever seen with medical collections because now they can't put it on your credit report. What other leverage do they have? The only other leverage is to sue you. So be aware that this may potentially trigger massive lawsuits against consumers because collection companies really have no other option. They're not going to stop. They're going to try to get that money. And then the third and final last piece of the bad news is this is all coming in towards the end of the Biden administration. Will the Trump administration try to wipe this new rule away is the real big question, because let's be honest, they've already been talking about getting rid of the CFPB. They don't want to see consumers get the help that they need. They want to get rid of the CFPB so there's no accountability towards these billionaire industries and these billionaire companies. That is a huge problem for consumers. So I'm hoping that they do not reverse this decision and they just don't mess with it. But only time can tell, but I just want you to be aware. So it's very important that you move quickly to try to get these off your credit report as fast as you can using this situation that's going on right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We covered another big one on some breaking news about all medical collections are being banned from credit reports, I guess temporarily, just keeping it real with you. Make sure that you watch this next video because it is about a credit card that you may want to learn more about. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.